14.
Welcome to another episode of MTMJ Podcast with the wife. Episode 159, MTMJ Podcast. Oh man, it's a vibe, it's a vibe, it's a vibe. Hey look, in honor of men being great men, and us celebrating ourselves more, and also celebrating good men, that it's a possibility it could be once in a lifetime you get an opportunity to celebrate this person. Or no, not celebrate this person, but celebrate with this person. Most people don't ever get these opportunities to celebrate with people that they care about, right? Even when they feel like they want to hate, when people hating on them,
where's this going?
They still remain humble, remain intact. And then look, we'll take it a step further. I'm gonna take it a step further for you. When you make it all possible with your small team, no media support or sponsorship, but when it's a success, it feels so good when you see the success of the people, from the people that care about you the most. Regardless if the sponsors don't want to help you, regardless if the labels don't want to help you, you still make it happen.
Cause that's Christopher Maurice Brown, baby.
Hey, look at this nigga. That nigga, no, look at her. She do too much. I can't even get turned like I want to. Music ain't hitting in my ears the way I wanted to hit. So I can't be like, turn the fuck up. Look at that shit. That shit sound wide and weak.
The perfect level.
And then sometimes you just need this one special person, man. I'm telling you. It's a special, man. Just a celebration. MTM Music Mix, episode 159. Come on, vibe with us.
That's crazy.
And then sometimes, man, that same girlfriend will have you going crazy.
Hey, what? I feel like I should electric slide.
He mad as hell he can't hear it.
I'm not.
And then sometimes, man, you need that sweet person that's crazy to be sweet in love with you. All right, we get ready to get this podcast started. Thank you for listening to episode 159 of MTMJ Music Mix. Look at her. All right, let's get it started. So, where you want to start at, babe? Do you want to start at the Chris Brown, or do you want to go? You know, I got some notes I took about the BET Awards. Hopefully, depending on what part of the BET Awards you actually saw.
Okay.
So where you want to start at? You want to start at the Chris Brown show?
Chris Brown show? We can do that.
Or do you want to start at, right after the part, the BET Awards came on, so that's Sunday.
Let's do BET first.
Okay. Oh, shit. All right, I got notes.
What you got?
So, here's what I loved about the BET Awards. I think Taraji's They Not Like Us flip for herself. Awesome. I think she did an amazing job hosting it. Even her little debacle with Keith Lee doesn't take away the amazing job that Taraji did with the BET Awards, and she's continued to do with the BET Awards for the last 3 years. So I don't want to take nothing away from that. What I also love the fact that we know Lotto loves to drink a lot. She does her thing, or at least she shows that she likes to drink a lot. But when she got up on that stage and she performed, out of all the women, she was one of the women that had breath control when they were rapping.
Who?
Lotto.
Not Megan?
I'm saying she was one of them. That was just one.
Oh.
Yeah, Megan was number one. I don't think no one out breath controlled her while she was performing. That girl was in tip-top shape. She been ready to perform since ready to perform. She been planning this for the last, yeah. See, that's that wife stuff. Y'all see this shit? She getting off my crusties. I might have sneezed or something and ain't get it off, and she got it off for me. That's love right there. It only take it's select few. Ain't too many women digging boogers off their man's upper lip. But anyway, since you wanted to interrupt my shit, Lotto, Meg, I enjoyed that. The Lauryn Hill skit or whatever the fuck she was doing, because it's clear she went off script, because she just started rapping all quick, real fast.
I didn't even see it. Yeah,
see, I saw it on YouTube. You know, because the goddamn, and the things that I didn't like. I want to start with the fact that I felt like that goddamn BET Awards, it was entirely too goddamn long. It started at 8 or 7:30. When does the little red carpet shit start? That's 7:30, right? Or 7 o'clock. Anyway, that's always ratchet. That's to be expected. But my God, you know, to try to get someone to sit there for 4 hours and watch a show where you feel like they didn't want nothing to do with men. It was woman power, everything. They was definitely pushing the agenda during the BET Awards. And whether you far left or far right, far left sure made sure they was a part of this agenda. But the things that I didn't like, I wasn't too happy with the way BET handled the little Keith Lee situation. And to a degree, you would know more than I probably would. Do you think he handled it well?
What did he do?
Okay, the initial thing was the picture with the rose and him dropping it and said it wasn't meant for him.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
Okay, what do you think?
It wasn't directly gave to him like, Keith Lee, you deserve your rose. And everybody that knows the person that he is on social media, like how he go about stuff, if it's not directed to him, it's not for him. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. There's nothing wrong with how he explained it. Just like he said that he loved Taraji. It's nothing against her. It was completely against production. Because from the understanding, he was actually seated closer to the dude that she mistaked him for. Yeah. But they made him and his wife swap.
So it was a bit.
So if Taraji's going off script and not actually looking, you get what I'm saying? If she's following the prompter and she's doing her thing, and she's walking and she's talking and she's saying what she need to say and she hits it, and then she doesn't realize it because that's not what it was already set to be. Even though it says live, it's not really live. You get what I'm saying? When it comes to certain things. Mm-hmm. So, people gonna make mess out of anything.
We both got an opportunity to see that Will Smith performance. I didn't like it.
You didn't?
I was engaged because it was one of those situations where, no, it was not one of them situations where we needed it. No, that's why I didn't like it. I felt like that threw the whole show off because outside of Will, there was no other male performers. But Kirk, how does Kirk Franklin continue to get up on that stage and just so elegantly flow that word of God out like that? And what's so crazy about it, he is flowing that word of God out to people who don't give two issues about what he's saying. And he's doing it so good.
But it's like you're supposed to, no matter where you are, speak the word into people, right?
Yes.
Like prophesize and all those things. So, wasn't that what he did?
Yes, you're right. Okay. Let's move on. Sexy Red, I wanted you to not do this. No, what I expected you to do was, ooh, baby. That I wanted you to sing your ratchet song the way it was meant to be sung. Not for you to take your drunk ass up on that goddamn stage and perform in front of all them rich black folk and not really give them the ratchet that they was expecting from you. Yeah, they start turning up eventually, but girl, you missed the mark. We wanted to see so much better from you. You could have waited till after that. If you're not a good drinker, don't drink before your shows. It takes away from the experience that us Sexy Red fans of 15 seconds in a song enjoy. Because after you did that, you never went back and corrected it. You only did that dumb shit in the beginning, that 15 seconds of the song I truly enjoy. It's like the pussy mating call. See? That's y'all for the fucking sky. See? And you messed it up. You could have had so many of the rich, black, freaky ass folks in that goddamn arena really shaking some ass. It could have been babies made that night. But because you went out there, you did. Oh, you fucked up the cat mating call.
Oh. God, that hurt his feelings.
Now I want to play it.
Your feelings really hurt.
It again, but I gotta find it. I was ready. I was ready to turn up with it. You knew I was ready.
You was.
Is it Get It Sexy? What is it? You
everything?
Oh, okay. See, watch this. This is what we expected.
But that was done in the studio.
They don't even want me to see. They don't. You don't mess it up so bad that Apple don't want to play it. Watch this. Watch me push on it. Watch this. Watch this. See what you did? No, honestly, let me tell you what I really think that is. I think it's because I purchased that song. I even contribute to her music.
I can't.
Get it sexy.
That's not the same
sexy. Get it sexy. See, we expected some things from her, and she ruined it. And then I already talked about the show being too goddamn long. All right, can we please tell me Usher didn't sign up for the all-girl tribute to
I think he did.
Start that shit over. Start that shit over. Sit. Oh, she really do that? Shit. So she tried to mimic? Oh, hell no. Cut that shit off. So you really did the shit, and on that, you went, instead you said,
if you knew the song from that point, you'd have.
I don't care about that part. I care about the part where it said, ooh, baby. Yeah, I love you. You're my everything. I do this for you, babe. I'll take this podcast to the next level. The fuck out of here. But yeah. So I hear Usher possibly agreed with the grouping for his selection. And I'll tell you why I disagree with that bullshit. The theme that all the men who actually got up there stage that actually cared about their brethrens with dicks, every time they got up there, they said, look at his lip, boo. I like it. I like it when I do it. You saw his lip? You missed it. His lip was like this when I said dicks. Like that. I love it. Your lip hang down like motherfucking Professor Clump. Your shit went
What is wrong with you?
I'm high. Anyway, look.
Come on. You don't forget your damn thought. Usher.
Every man that got up on that stage who actually cared about their brothers with dinglings said more power to the fathers. So the men cared. When Usher got up there, that was one of the things he said. You can't be a man with a swang and then get up on stage and talk about other men with swang and you fool around and agree with the crack calls. Ooh, baby.
What? You lost me.
Sonya, how I lose you? The man got up. Okay, now let's stop playing. Because now you about to try to make me feel like I'm slow.
You lost me.
Because you slow.
You talking about his selection?
When I know Usher did not agree to the picking of the people who sung up on that goddamn stage that did the tribute to him. Because if he did have that, he wouldn't have been so pressed to start talking about his daddy and fathers when he got up on that stage. And also the men that were behind him who played a role in the Usher he is today.
Okay.
So you think dealing with L.A. Reid and Jermaine Dupri and they all put their hands together and that's the fucking group he would have came up with? Why the hell did we need Keke Palmer?
To pull her pants down.
Or Childish Gambino?
Oh no. Hell no. He was the only man up there and that was enough.
And no disrespect.
Tiana Taylor,
girl,
Coco
you are
Jones.
amazing. But Tiana Taylor, girl, you should not allow them people to limit the amazing talent that your voice displays when you actually use it. We ain't need no lip singing for his tribute. We need people who can sing.
She did not lip sync.
So
Where's she lip sing at?
you telling me Tiana Taylor wasn't lip singing?
Where's she lip sing at?
We gonna watch this after the pod over so you can see it. I'm gonna go right to that part where she was lip singing. Cause I said to you, it don't seem like she's singing.
Like she pre-recorded her verse?
Yes. We didn't know. You don't pre-record your voice for no person that's being immortalized. Alright, give me the correct word. Don't sit here and let me spread this bad shit on this pod and you don't correct me. That's your job. Correct the husband when he F up. What did I say? Did I just kill him? Did I just kill him? And you just let here, you just sit here and let me murder this man. All you can do is sit here and laugh.
Oh my God!
I just murdered this man, and you just sit here laughing at me. Did I just kill him? And you sit here, all you got to say. I'm glad you laughing because you've been walking around with a thundering cloud over your head for the last 2 days. So the fact that I could murder somebody with my words and your ass is laughing makes my day. My. Thank God for murder. See, there we go. I got him.
But let me tell you, Chris Brown, he made that tribute look marvelous.
Yeah, fuck the rest of this shit.
He said,
ain't no going back to what I said.
This is what they should have did for Usher. Baby.
Yeah. First of all, I'm going to start.
Make me.
I want to start with this. I went there. I told him I had to hype myself up all day. I said, Mike, she trying to cut you off the concert train. You got to show up. You can't be in there like you security. You can't be in there guarding your wife. You got to enjoy the concert with your wife. So that is what I told myself all day when I was at work. I said, Mike, you gonna do this. When I looked myself in the mirror, I said, Mike, you great. You got this. Don't fail her. She needs you tonight. Because if she don't get you tonight, you are never going to a concert with her again. You gotta get this right. So I'm telling you, I was intentional. You know what they say? You speak it, you do it.
My man was in there killing it.
Walked in, loud as hell. That's how we started.
First of all, he thought I was gonna have some bullshit seats.
I did. I had no faith. She had set us up in the past. I had no faith. But I also know, I know this for certain. The whole reason she picked that specific spot was because of stage B. And stage B made it seem like Chris Brown was the stripper on the pole and she was sitting at the table in front of him. I know why she did it. I seen the whole thing before the whole show started, but I said to myself, I had to take a look at myself again. I pulled the camera out. Mike, this is all for marbles.
I knew nothing about stage B.
This is the last shot.
I knew nothing about stage B, but I bought the tickets in March.
Because it won't. Nah, you knew what you was doing.
I bought them tickets in March. I knew nothing about stage B.
Yeah, look, y'all peep how she's saying, I bought them tickets before you brought bitches. Y'all know it, look. She tried to gloat on you motherfuckers.
No, it was. They said,
y'all.
Pre-sale. Here's your code. And I was at work.
Hey y'all, Chris Brown, fuck what you talking about. I'm gonna give y'all the energy she ain't trying to give you. She trying to be PG 13. I'm trying to be rated R. Chris Brown was the shit, boo. We'll take this part to the next.
He put on a show.
He did.
He put on a show. When I say the shortest intermissions ever, we ain't sitting in 30 minutes, 20 minutes. What was it? 10 minutes tops?
For a person that did 4 acts.
2 hours.
If you go to other concerts, you struggle to get 1 act. These guys is rushing through music. You don't get an opportunity to actually sit with the music.
Man.
Chris Brown was not only performing, he was actually singing and not pre-recording, but he was busting the move 80% of the entire show.
The air.
I'm talking about, man, when I say my man put
jumping out the ground.
And then there were only, out of all the songs he performed, this is how I tell you, man, his catalog is outrageous. So for all the people that say, yeah, I know you think in your generation is Mike, and you got some people that say Prince, but in our generation, I think I'd even rap. If you trying to go up and down like cultures of music and look around from artist to artist, there's no one that's consistently doing it outside of just the top 4 or 5. And yeah, Drake just took a L, but for a long time, and wasn't none of you niggas throwing nothing with him either. For a long time, you had Chris Brown, Drake,
like they underestimate Bow Wow.
Bow Wow can put out music when he wants to, but see, the one thing you gotta also understand.
You saying in our era? That's what I'm saying, people.
You got to be focused on your artistry, and when you love what you're doing, it shows. And it is clear that Chris Brown loves what he's doing, and it's clear that the people that surround him and care for him, they also love what they doing, which makes what he's doing even better. And look at me. You see that? That tells you that I truly went in. I listened to what I said. I spoke those affirmations out to myself. I said I was going to do it. I achieved it. I felt strong. I felt manly after this. And my wife is happy for it. You know how I know? The sex we had afterwards. Bang, bang. Ooh, baby. I'm doing the
This man had the nerve to say, because I wasn't like I was in my mood swings, menstrual time, talking about his soldiers in there trying to build my tubes back.
The bitches is building a bridge. They rebuilding the motherfucking bridge that was hit by the motherfucking Howard Hospital.
So you pregnant? How? He said, because my soldiers in there rebuilding the tubes. Oh man,
I've been on shit all day.
He been on bullshit
all day.
What?
So,
why would you tell somebody that?
Is that all you got on Chris Brownie? Chris Brownie.
What? That he was everything?
That's all.
Gave everything.
Look. I even take.
And I was like, yes to the people that was in there, but they kids. But that X-rated.
Money Long did her thing outside of the songs I didn't know. Nobody knows you like you do. Nobody gon' love me quite like you. Can't even deny it. Every time I try it, one look in my eyes, I know you lying. See, that's how I was in the concert. I was kicking that ass, boy. I could have pulled my goddamn light out and went like this. Hey, look at her.
I did very little recording.
Sure. And that's a surprise. I did more recording than she could. That's because she was too many busting.
I stood the whole time.
Needed a sweat rag, and I said, poof! Right for her.
Sweat rag, y'all. It came out of nowhere. And I was like, oh, look at
you, baby. Told you.
I can't.
Yeah, I love you. You're my everything. I do this for you, girl.
But yes, Chris.
You took notes.
It was everything.
Look at you. You don't fuck shit.
I was excited. I had a great time.
Yeah.
Can't wait to do it again.
He
just didn't want to be left out of going to concerts.
With her. Because I do this for you, babe.
Oh, ain't you so sweet?
So that's it on Chris Brown concert?
You got if they want some more information, then you buy a ticket.
Oh, shit. Chris, we need some money for that. This motherfucker promoting for you, nigga.
They need to buy a ticket and just go to the show. It's going to be everything. It's going to be worth it.
It's definitely worth it.
Now, if you decide to pay for the meet and greet afterwards, that's your thing. But
look,
it's worth it.
He almost drove me to buy the meet and greet. Now, I done went and took a picture with Chris Brown. I'll be like this.
I can't.
Look, this is on the BET Awards. I think this is on the BET Awards. I want to be just here for a brief second. Ray J.
He was at the BET Awards?
Yes.
Oh.
My algorithms is crazy. And on days where I need to laugh, I think the algorithm gods really bless my timeline. It was so hilarious, Ray J, that I had to watch this 20 times in less than 10 minutes. What made it so much better is whoever recorded the video had the nerve to do multiple frames of you getting punched in the face.
Wait, what? This year?
my God, Sonya.
What happened?
It looked like he was getting into it with the owner of Zeus. They wouldn't show who punched him in the face, but what you can see is boom, 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 and then they let it play. and I promise,
on the carpet?
Girl, this is after, like, this is look like it's at an after party. After party is the hotel lobby and poof.
Hey, what the?
Oh shit!
Wow! Why would you?
High five it.
Because it was just perfect timing, and you caught it like I can't. Man, why? So we was downstairs watching TV, and this goddamn IHOP commercial came on, right? And you know how they try to get you by advertising things. It's a commercial break.
I want to finish with my BET tape.
Oh, you was taking too long. Commercial break there. Okay. Commercial open.
No. I want to hear about the IHOP.
And they be promoting stuff, and everybody keeps talking about somehow everything is so fancy and nice, and they say, "Oh, it's a deal. You get 2 pieces of bacon, 2 eggs, 2 pancakes for $6."
Y'all.
It was like, don't they got keep it coming pancakes? Don't you get 3 pancakes for less? And I was like, how they going?
No, you need to tell them how I reacted to that. They are playing with us black people. They think we stupid. Like, we can't add up. The fuck?
But some people see $6, they're like, that's a good deal.
Bacon $1 when you can go to the store and get a whole pack of bacon for $2.69.
What bacon you get for $2.69?
It's gonna be from the free box. But you gotta pay for it. You know, you gonna have to go get it from the pig itself. You gotta do all the work. That's $2.69 for a whole pack of bacon, and it won't be cheap. No, you gotta go get the hog, slaughter them, kill them, and cut them up, and then for $2.69. Y'all don't believe shit I'm saying. I'm just joking. God damn. I want animal lovers, especially them YouTubers. Them motherfuckers will take anything and take all our try to drain us for our humor. Now I'm gonna laugh. The pig joke was a joke.
You can get a half dozen eggs for $2.
They will eat 2 eggs though,
and they charge you $1 an egg. Pancakes, you can get a box of pancake mix for like $2.
Where you getting
and make multiple pancakes.
Where you getting a box of pancakes for $2 from?
Walmart.
Okay, well that's where you getting the pack of bacon for $2.
No, you can't get a pack of bacon for those $2. Like, you can't. No. You cannot get a pack of bacon. Now, you might get a pack for like $3.96, $3.49, but not for those $2. Not for no dollar or nothing.
You supposed to took that picture.
But it's just the fact that everything on that plate costs $1.
Cameraman, I can't get it back.
And they like, ooh, people be like, ooh, that's $6. That's easy. That's it. With that $6, they about to run it up.
They don't give a fuck about us.
That's a lot of places though. Yeah, they try to advertise so much stuff. Like, prime example, we just got tickets to the little R&B thing in November, and it was like buy 3 tickets, the 4th one free. But once you tally it all up, it's really not free. Yeah,
because honestly, face value for most tickets to concerts is $99. After it hit the market sets the value of the ticket.
It's Ticketmaster charging $60 for its fee, and then they got another electronic fee for $30. So, like, all these random ass fees, the only fee that made sense was a service fee, and that was $8.
And that's for the workers.
But goddamn $90 in irrelevant ass fees. It's just ridiculous.
Make it so bad. I think it was once upon a time, if you wanted to get a ticket to a concert, you could go up to the venue and buy tickets. Now, even that's a process now.
Yeah, but a lot of people do
it. And then if you do go up to it and try to get some tickets last minute, that line gonna be so goddamn long. You got to get there super early. And most box offices don't open until probably an hour to maybe an hour and a half before the show. And nobody wants to be missing that. So you are forced to go to to service sites like Ticketmaster, StubHub, SeatGeek, all these websites where they are running the prices up, and they are literally doing it over demand, like the demand for profit.
Because a lot of people do the day of and go buy tickets, and it's like,
if you really want to support your favorite artist or your favorite person that you want to see, it's best to go through their platform and then go through their situation where it guarantees that you are actually showing the love that you want to show to the artist.
But they transfer you directly to Ticketmaster.
If it's nobody, say for instance, if it's not Chris Brown, this is somebody low level who is really out here hustling and grinding and need that money to be able to survive and continue their artistry, Ticketmaster is raping their ass blind.
But you know, a lot of them do Eventbrite.
Yeah. It's the big people that's doing Ticketmaster. You got to really find a way to cut out the big companies like Ticketmaster, because they don't make it worth the hassle. You put in all the work and they make most of the money.
Ticketmaster is raping with no lube.
And what the bad part is, Ticketmaster own a lot of these major venues, so you ain't got no choice. If you want to really get good tickets or you want to push your project, you got to go through the venue. Like I keep hearing that. How the hell does, say for instance, for example, locally, Capital One, Ted owned Capital One, and Ted isn't responsible for the concert revenue from Capital One. He getting a portion of the bus down.
Bust down, Tatiana.
Like that shit is crazy to me. I like when I hear them say, "Oh, this person owns the arena, or the city owns this arena, but Ticketmaster owns the venue for the music portion." Did they build this bitch? That's why I'm telling you, I spent 10 minutes in that arena trying to count his pockets. Like I was trying to figure out I was really trying to break it down in my mind, because Chris Brown is the major actor, and that's where everyone wants to see. But that show can't go on without the people behind the audio, the people behind the visual, the people that's making sure his ass don't fall down with the people on the floor swinging over the audience.
They was gonna catch him.
It don't matter. Chris Brown don't want to be hanging up in the air again for 10 hours.
I like, where was he at when he was?
I don't know where he was, but they had to get his ass down with a ladder on that same dumbass contraption, and he had the courage to still go out there for y'all
because
every day. Every show and keep doing it, even though he got stuck before.
He did it.
You got some people, man, they get stuck and they never doing it again.
Dedication.
But that's why I say, man, like, you know, I was really sitting in there. I'm like, man, how is this man really making all this happen? Because like, you got so many amazing. Your hand might be aching too. Like, I feel like I slept on my hand. That's off topic. Fucking old shit. I could sleep on my hand when I was a little bit younger, and I'm right back. Now, I'm spending all day like this, like I need a goddamn stress ball, because I don't sleep on my damn hand like this.
It ain't my fault.
Anyway, yes it is.
No, it ain't. Wouldn't happen if your arm was on my side. Now.
Anyway. But yeah, there's so many people behind the scenes that make the Chris Brown show or any artist show go on, no matter your level of artistry. So that's why I think it's so important to make sure that the artists are really taking more of the profit, and the venues and all the other people that's supposed to be hosting these guys, and you know, are really doing what they supposed to do, to not steal from the artists. And I'm done.
I know I'm done.
You took the course, so you got something to play.
Yes.
My button, the one that was blinking and they said don't push. They pushed it.
If the button wasn't there for them to push, they couldn't push it. The problem is with you. So you have to clean up the trigger. It's not that they stepped on your button. It's that you have the button for them to step on. Okay? So write this down. I take 100% responsibility for how I feel. No one can make me feel anything. That is what you first have to understand with emotional regulation. No one is making you feel. If anybody else on the inside of your body, let me know if y'all got 2 people on this side there. We got somebody else to call for that.
I got 8 people in my head. But how does that make you feel hearing that?
She don't know what real life look like, and it's not that simple to control your button when people coming out with the main purpose to push your button or try to push you over the edge. So sometimes temptation tells you to just lash out, even though you know you're supposed to control it and not allow people who really don't mean much to you push your button. But in some instances, there's a lot of stress developed in today's workforce that can limit the ability to be able to maintain your peace 24/7 as it relates to working for that employer. Sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas. And if you don't pop out and show niggas, then they feel like they can continue to harass you verbally. So just because you got to pop out and show a nigga, that doesn't necessarily mean you allowing them into your space. You just letting them know don't play with you. And that's my opinion on that matter.
Okay.
You gotta pop out and show niggas.
Okay.
You got to.
So, okay. Because every time I say something, you had an ad lib to go along with it. I hear what she's saying, but I feel like it's more, like how you say, it's more to it, because what if somebody has these feelings or these triggers because of trauma? So therefore, as they get older, until they address it, it's always going to be a trigger. They're going to have that button, versus somebody who possibly didn't have any trauma as a child and they grew up with the fancy lifestyle. Whatever is considered a trigger or a problem for them is something they possibly created on their own as they got older, whether it be being a bully or being a popular kid when you actually have, like, trying to cover up something. So I kind of feel what she was saying, like, as far as not allowing people, why do you have a trigger? But you can't get rid of that until you get older and put yourself in that space to be able to have that fuck it, like, nothing nobody say or do really will bother me. But that's kind of hard for somebody who's had trauma and that's all they know. It's like a survival tactic.
Yeah, that leads me to feeling like you're the black sheep in your family. I used to feel like that, but that was when I was young.
So what made you now not feel like that?
Because I'm that nigga.
Is that a cover-up?
No. At first, I never realized it. I never realized that people like to be around me. Like, folks gravitate to me. So I don't feel like I necessarily need to be fueled off of whether someone's going to go the extra mile for me. It's because, like, I first got to make sure I'm going the extra mile for myself. So, like, some of the things I harbor from a child, as it relates to feeling like people that were around me were doing better than me, and I felt like they were in the same position as I was in, but I wasn't looked at the same way. I just had to learn that it ain't my time. Like, my time won't come. So, like, now as an adult, I am satisfied with knowing that the people that love me the most will go the extra mile for me. And the people who care about me the most, I gotta appreciate those moments when they come. And if they don't come, I also gotta understand that, okay, I can't sit back and dwell on something that I can't control. But here's the thing, though. Are you willing to, when you notice that you feel like a person knows you there but isn't really making you a priority consistently as it relates to everybody else, and you're there in the presence of that person, is it going to ever be a moment where you could put your anxiety aside and have that conversation just to make sure that you're not a problem, or if you got a problem with feeling that way, how can you make that known to the person?
But a lot of, especially if you're a child, a lot of kids can't have those conversations with their parents, because some people are still in that old school areas. You know, you don't talk back to your parent, you don't talk out of line to your parent, because that's disrespectful. Whereas some kids, because they're not able to have those conversations, aren't comfortable and don't know how to properly have that conversation, because they're always told to shut up, or, you know, I'm the adult, you don't know what you're talking about. So when they do finally say something, it can come off disrespectful, because it's done been built up, it's been pinned in, they've been waiting forever to say it. But how do you say, you get what I'm saying? Like what you're saying, only somebody who's older and understand will be able to have that conversation.
But what if you're older and you're feeling that way? You don't. How do you then try to have that conversation?
But that's the thing. Somebody older should be able to have that conversation with anyone, unless they're scared of somebody. Whoever they need to have that conversation with has some type of hold on them, and they're like, if I had this conversation, I might lose. That's just like a relationship. If you have a female who's in a relationship who's codependent on her spouse and don't have nothing, and she's like, he provides everything for me, do everything, I don't have to do anything, like I have no work ethic, no nothing, I just sit, get dressed up, go out, hang out, I do nothing, and I say something wrong to him and he like, get out, where you gonna go? If you don't know, you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What you gonna do? Mm-hmm. Please don't have no child to think that you had that child was gonna keep him. You get what I'm saying? So some people don't. It takes somebody to get to a certain breaking point to be able to come out and address what the issue is, with who the issue is with, and be 100% okay with the response
that they receive.
That they, whether it be what they like or don't like, they just know they was finally able to get it out of it. Because, like, prime example, I met with my sisters, and I said sisters with an S, and I felt like an outcast. We had a good time, but their bond was like, and it's like, I didn't want to seem like an insensitive one because of what the bond was over. Because I was like, damn, that's fucked up. And I felt like, what could I have done when there's really nothing, I could have done. But it's just to know that the traumas they went through are so similar. And I'm sitting here like, whoop, yep, good thing that wasn't me. But like, damn, I don't want to seem insensitive, but it's just like, whew, I don't know how to deal with it. But they are the type that's like, they want to be the good person. They want to be the people pleaser. Don't want to seem like they're overstepping. Want to seem nice and genuine. Keep, feelings to themselves. And just hope that the good that they do, somebody sees it and they applaud them, reward them. Say you did a great job at what you did. And not get the, oh, that's it. Or, what you telling me that for? Type situation. So it was like, with me and my sister, I felt like, as she was talking about things, like, damn, it seemed like we was brought up, I've said this before, in two separate households. Because I didn't get that. I didn't go through those things. I may have not seen a lot of those things. And whereas with our sister, so me and my sister, we had the same mother and father. Our other sister, we had the same father. So it was just the conversations they were having about things that they were so much like, they grew up in the same household. And I was the one that came about and was like, hey, I'm your sister. And I was just like, wow. I've never thought that I could feel more disconnected. Because, my sister, we like night and day. So it's like, we don't have the same likes and things, but I vibe with anything. But it's just like, wow, to see their relationship and like how they coexist with each other, I thought it was beautiful, because it was just like my sister was able to be herself and be out her shell and not feel like the outcast. How I thought that beforehand I was protecting her by not bringing her around to certain things, not knowing that she thought I was embarrassed to her, and it was never the case. So with them two having these conversations about stuff, and I'm like, another drink. Let's have, side conversations. So I'm like, dang, I've never thought that I could be in a room and it seems not awkward, but like I have nothing really in common.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm used to being a person that can just go in the flow with anything.
Mm-hmm.
Not to cut off your black sheep situation.
No, I think this played into that topic well.
So.
It just, you got to be able to have that conversation, and you got to grow out of the bullshit too. It do get to a point where like you got to understand everyone's human, and we all make time for the things that are important to us. And in most cases, man, you can't think because of one instance that takes away how a person feels about you. It may, like I said, it just ain't your time yet. We got to understand that sometimes and navigate with intentions, I believe, to make sure that we understand that everyone's human and no one's perfect.
But I guess it's more so because, like I said, I didn't feel like the black sheep when I was like growing up. But how does it like really translate as you get older if you're still trying to seek that void that you were trying to get when you were a child, or even address that void? If the same people are
around,
around,
are developing those type of relationships into your adult years, and that you necessarily didn't have when you were a child. So everything we learn in life is a learned behavior. And if you are being placed in a situation that's outside of what you knew and know, now you have to learn the behavior that you didn't learn or didn't know before. And sometimes when you feel like, okay, now I'm a part of this, and you feel like you get put back in that place where you wasn't a part of it, that brings up the black sheep and those feelings that come with that. That is possible, babe. Especially when you're trying to rely on something from people that you wasn't getting at first.
So if you wasn't getting it at first, why are you still trying if you haven't had that conversation?
Because at first it wasn't an option. So.
Maybe I'm just too vocal at times.
Yeah. And that may be true. Everybody can't be like you. That's why you and they them.
I get that. I'm just saying.
Okay. Is that it?
That's with women, I don't know, I thought it was all women. Once we don't fuss about stuff or don't take certain stuff serious no more, one foot out the door, basically. You basically over it. When you don't let stuff that used to phase and bother you. It's like, that don't seem like a warning.
It can be. But in this instance, I don't know if the two relate.
Oh, it's really a situation.
Thank you for listening to episode 159 of MTMJ Podcast with the wife. I am the husband. She is the wife. This has been episode 158.
159.
159. Thank you, son, for correcting me. Thank you. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are amazing. And we thank you for listening. We thank you for watching. Man, make sure you keep on commenting, rating, and reviewing this podcast. The more you review and rate, the more you comment, the more the algorithms can
the comments
can
are
grab
hilarious.
onto this podcast and pull us into the ether. And you'll see us moving on to bigger and better things, but still providing you guys with the same love and laughter that we always do each and every episode. We're out. Peace.